A pleasant day, ladies and gentlemen. This is Joven Dave C. Cardinal 20 from BSED English 1A, currently residing at the city of the Golden Harvest, Rock 7, Laligan, Valencia City. We, humanity, have found ourselves in the distrustful context, the pandemic, which was brought by the COVID-19. This tragic catastrophe, a crisis that draws attention to the overburdened health systems in many countries of the world, like our country, the Philippines. This highlights the strong demand in adhering more often to a healthy lifestyle, to exercises which are undoubtedly crucial, essential, and relevant in these challenging times. Whereas today, I will be performing few exercises for you. However, these will not be mainly centered on the exercises alone, for it is also essential to consider and determine our readiness for exercise, what we should avoid, and the things that we shouldn't ignore. As they say, a healthy body is a reflection of a healthy choices. What you do before, during, and after exercising is just as important as the exercises themselves. Hence, we will be tackling about the do's and don'ts while executing these exercises at the comfort of our home. So brace yourselves and fasten your attention to learning. Do. Determine your readiness for exercise. So there are two elements that you should consider before starting an exercise program. First is your physical readiness. And in order to determine your physical readiness, there are factors that you need to consider. Food. If you're planning to do some exercise for more than an hour, it would be better if you eat 2 hours before exercise. Consume some apples, bananas, and oatmeal, for example. Choose snacks that combine carbs and protein. Drink lots of water. Water regulates your body temperature and lubricates your joints. It helps transport nutrients to give you energy and keep you healthy. It is a good idea to begin drinking water 30 minutes before working out. Sleep. Being well rested can energize you through the whole exercise session. It can also keep your hunger hormones in check, so you're not undoing your efforts in the gym by overeating the rest of the day. Proper relaxation. The key to a successful workout session is the combined interaction of mind and body. Make sure to detach yourself from work pressure or unpleasant thoughts and try to invoke a sense of inner peace and relaxation. Check your vitals. A quick check of your blood pressure, pulse rate, and resting heart rate will ensure a smooth exercise regime. And last but not the least, warm up. Never forget to do your warm-ups to prepare your muscles so that you don't end up causing injury to your muscles or cause overstretching. If it has been a while since you've engaged in a physical activity, it is only through medical exam for you to determine your physical readiness. Let us begin!
1, 2, 3.
Don't ignore pain. So in this portion of our vlog, we're going to discuss about the whys and hows while executing the exercise, as well as to not ignore the pain when we felt one. First on the list is the donkey kicks. This exercise is very easy to execute and you won't need any equipment to do so. You can absolutely do it anywhere. So first thing you need to remember when performing this exercise is that you shouldn't be moving or arcing your back so much, or it might cause back pain. Moreover, we shouldn't move our heads as well, for it might give us a lot of neck pain. These tendencies often occur whenever we try to make our donkey kicks higher, which is wrong. So the crucial thing that we need to keep in mind when doing donkey kicks is that our back should be kept stable. We also need to keep our pelvis stable as well as our head. So basically, only our lower body should be moving while executing this exercise. Plank. The plank exercise is also an easy exercise that is very common and simple. However, a lot of people are having a hard time executing them properly. The thing that we should remember is that we shouldn't keep our back and hip high up when doing plank because it hinders the right amount of engagement for our core. It's good to have someone beside you who could tell you whether your back to hip to legs is a straight line or whether you're doing it wrong. But if you are alone, a mirror is a helpful stop too. In such way, you can perform the plank properly and avoid pain. Also, plank exercise should be done gradually. 15 to 30 seconds of doing it is a good start. Then eventually, we could execute this exercise in a minute. Next on the list is the leg raise. This exercise is also easy, simple, and does not require any equipment. All you have to do is to lie on your back and then raise your legs slowly and slowly down. With this exercise, what you need to keep in mind is that you shouldn't lift your spine when doing this exercise, but rather stay flat on the surface. You shouldn't do it fast like most people do in order to make it more effective as to avoid back pain thereafter. One more thing is that our legs shouldn't be placed all the way down on the surface. Crunches. There's nothing wrong with crunches. However, completing this exercise with a good form or good execution won't actually work the core and can create bigger issues for our body like pain and injuries. So here are the things that you should do while doing crunches. First is that you should exhale as you come up into your crunch. You should gently support your head as you come up. You should also squeeze the pelvic floor as you come up. Relax the pelvic floor as you come down. So one thing that you shouldn't do is that you should not yank on the head. Have the hands gently on the temples with no force behind them. So we are now down to our last exercise, the squat. This exercise is seemingly simple movement and when executed correctly can produce major gains. So here are the things that you shouldn't do when doing squat. You shouldn't let your knees collapse inward. You shouldn't round out your back. It should be straight at all times and also not let our heels and toes come up. You shouldn't go down too shallow. Furthermore, here are the things that you should do. With your toes still pointing forward, focus on rotating your knees outward and use the torque it creates to support the movement. Tighten your core by pulling your belly button into your spine and keep your chest high throughout the entire squat. Lean back further than you think you need to so that your weight is mostly back on your heel. Bring your hip crease below parallel with the floor by imagining a pencil trapped in your hip and you're trying to break it. And we're done! Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've learned something today with me, Joe Dave C. Cardinal, saying, cast out the vice of hate and spread the virtue of love. Thank you.